When we first got together, it felt like something out of a dream. She was magnetic, full of warmth and laughter, the kind of woman who could light up a room and calm every storm in my chest with just a smile. She used to call me just to hear my voice, send sweet messages and candid photos in the middle of her day, like I was always on her mind. We could talk for hours about anything or nothing, and it never felt like time wasted. I truly believe I had found something rare, something real, like we were building a future with every shared secret and late-night conversation. It didn't happen all at once. It crept in through the smallest cracks. Her texts started getting shorter, colder, sometimes just a single word, sometimes no reply at all. When I asked if she was free, she'd say she was swamped with work or just feeling off. And I believed her, because I didn't want to believe the alternative. I convinced myself she was just overwhelmed. Life happens. Stress builds up. I told myself not to take it personally. I didn't want to be the insecure one, so I kept waiting. I held on. Friday nights, I'd planned something special. She'd cancel last minute. I'd offer come over if she was feeling low. She'd say she just needed space. I started to feel like a ghost haunting a relationship that only I was holding together. She'd post photos out with friends, smiling, living, and yet somehow couldn't find time for a 5-minute call or a coffee with me. And when I tried to ask if something was wrong, if we were okay, she'd brush it off, told me I was overthinking, that I needed to relax. She laughed and said she loved me, just needed a little space. I gave her patience. I gave her the benefit of the doubt again and again, even when it chipped away at my pride, even when I found myself staring at my phone, hoping her name would light up the screen first, even when I stood outside restaurants we'd agreed to meet at, and she simply didn't show. I kept holding on because I thought that's what love was, weathering the rough patches, staying loyal when things got hard. Then came the night she told me she had a migraine, said she needed rest, couldn't talk. I told her to take care and hung up, heart heavy but understanding. I decided to go for a walk to clear my mind, let the fresh air untangle the tightness in my chest. Without thinking, I ended up at the little cafe where we first met. It had always been our spot. Nostalgia, maybe, habit, sitting across from someone else, a guy I'd never seen before. Their hands were intertwined across the table. She was laughing in that open, carefree way she once laughed with me. She looked relaxed, alive, utterly present. And in that moment, I realized I didn't exist to her anymore. Not really. I didn't confront her, didn't make a scene. I turned around and walked out, my heart heavy but eerily calm. When I got home, I just sat in silence for hours, replaying every excuse she'd given me. Every time she said she was tired, sick, busy, all those puzzle pieces finally fit together. She wasn't too tired, just too tired for me. She wasn't busy. She just didn't want me to be part of her time anymore. And that night, something in me broke, but in a good way. I didn't block her, didn't explode with messages. I simply stopped chasing, stopped waiting, stopped showing up for someone who wouldn't notice if I disappeared. I poured that energy into myself. I started saying yes to plans again, surrounded myself with people who actually made me feel wanted, seen. I slept better. I laughed louder. I healed quietly. Then, 2 weeks later, she texted, said she missed me, said I'd gone quiet and she was worried, asked if I was okay. And for the first time since everything fell apart, I didn't feel that sting in my chest. I didn't ache to respond. I didn't feel the need to explain, because by then, I had already let go, not just of her, but of the version of her I had clung to, the one who had made me feel special once, the one who no longer existed. She made excuses until there was nothing left to excuse, and I gave her silence in return, not out of spite, but because I had nothing left to say. And in that silence, I found something I didn't expect myself. Sometimes the most powerful move isn't chasing, begging, or explaining. Sometimes it's simply walking away without a sound, reclaiming your peace from someone who let it slip through their fingers. I stopped showing up for her, and in doing so, I finally showed up for me. And the person I found waiting on the other side of that heartbreak, I liked him. I really did.